Okay, welcome back to increasing your conversions in your marketing. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about squeeze pages and what you can do to increase your conversions with them. And we're actually going to be looking at a recent launch that was completed by Ed Dale about digital publishing. We're going to take a couple of looks at his pages so that you can see some of these elements in action right in front of you. Now, we're going to first go through the principles and then we'll go to the pages. Now, one of the things you want to do is you want to use photos of real people, and you're going to see that in Ed Dale's launch and on his squeeze pages. Try to reduce your content on those landing pages. So in other words, you want to make sure that there's no confusion about what the visitor is to do. There shouldn't be 2 or 3 things that they can do. You shouldn't have a lot of other things that they can click on. You want to make sure that you've got the absolute minimum content on those landing pages so that the user or the visitor can take the required action, the action that you want them to take. So you don't want to give them lots of other things to click on and links and things to check out. Make sure that your landing page is clear of other things. Okay, you can include free trials on landing pages. That will get readers, or that'll get people to opt into your list, provided that they know that they're about to get something that is of high quality that they really want. Right? So include free trials. This will help you to increase your conversions if indeed your intent is to get them to opt into your list. When possible, you want to use an image of the actual product. And you're going to see this, and we're going to show you this actually with Ewan Chia. He probably does this better than most. What you'll see is that even though you're getting a digital product, providing an image of the product allows people to make something tangible in their mind and make them feel like they're really getting something substantial. If you don't put an image there, what will happen is people will automatically associate something digital with less than valuable, right? And you want people to feel like your digital products are more than valuable. And one of the ways that you can do that is that you can include in your copy a product image so that you take you take the imagination and the guesswork out of the fact that they're going to get something substantial. Of course, when possible, you want to use videos, and videos allow you to connect with the site visitor. They allow you to connect with your prospect. And so whenever possible, you want to use video on your landing page. When you can do a demonstration or whenever you can possibly add in video, it's going to help you. Now, and just as you would do with email, you're going to actually also split test your squeeze pages. So now let's go to this series of pages that we have been talking about with respect to Ed Dale and his launch with the digital publishing product that he has put out and will be taken off the market soon. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the video that he's got here, and obviously this might be the first page that a visitor is going to land on. And what you'll see here is that there's very little other than your being able to make a decision. Okay, now that's obviously the sales page, but in the early parts of the launch, one of the things that people were given was they were given the opportunity to watch videos, and each of these videos led up to the actual revealing of the price and revealing of the rest of the product. Now you'll notice that we talked about using photos of real things and real people. Well, he's got that covered in a couple of places. He's got that covered really with his social media down here. He's got that covered inside of the video. There are real people in the video. That's important. Okay, we talked about reducing the content on the landing page. There isn't very much here, folks. If you take a look at that, there's nothing much to do here other than to take the action that he wants you to take. You can either watch the videos or you can go to another page. There's pretty much very few things that you can actually do that won't benefit the product creator. Okay, notice that he's giving away free trials here. Get free access to a digital publisher magazine, which helps him to build his list. Right? It's going to be building it on iTunes, but he's still building a list. Okay. Also, we're talking about now in this particular case, you're the only thing that you're not seeing is you're not seeing the product image. And actually, you'll probably see more of the product image in the actual video, which we're not going to play all the way through, but you'll see that in part of the video. So, and really, in this particular case, what he's given you is he's given you probably more video and more of a demonstration that you actually will need, and you probably won't even need to see a product image. Okay, so he's really laid out the value. That's probably another subject, but you'll just kind of notice that all of these things are simple, right? There's not a lot other than you can do. And of course, he's using video. We talked about that. And if you do a page like this, or you do a series of pages like this, you should be split testing, right? You should be talking. You should be sharing. Each page should be sharing the traffic, right? So that you can tell which one does better with the copy or the header until you get the one that's converting the best. Okay, so you'll see all the elements that we talked about increasing conversions on Squeeze Pages in this launch, and it's the digital publishing blueprint. Depending on when you're watching this video, it may or may not be available, but it is using all these elements that we have been talking about. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.